Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's lab session. I hope you were able to watch the previous videos and you tried them out. Today, we're going to be talking about something really interesting, easy, simple, and straight to the point. I am just going to share my screen and then we'll get right into it. So I will have my notes here as usual to share our objectives for the day. We're going to be talking about default gateway today, right? Um, right. And then I will just bring up my devices real quick and we'll talk about them. So we'll need two PCs, we will need our switch, we'll need another one here, and then a router, right? I'm just going to make this look nice. Yeah, and aligned sort of. Yep, so we're good. So what exactly is a default gateway? So a default gateway is a device, usually a router, right, that allows you leave your network to be able to access another network or the internet or even a destination that's outside your subnet mask. So always remember gateway, gate. It's an access point, an access, it's an opening, right? That allows you to leave your network to be able to access another network or other networks or even other destinations, that are not within your subnet mask. So we would connect um, real quick, our PC to our switch, connect, switch to router, use the gigabit, connect, there's your one. Then connect this to this other switch, right? And then connect the switch to the PC, right? Now, one thing to notice that it's usually recommended to use .1 of your network. That's the first usable address on your network. So what I mean is today we are going to be using 192.168.4.0 for network A. So the first usable address will be 192.168.4.1. So that's what I mean by the .1. So .1 of every network is what people usually use as a default gateway because I don't know, it just makes sense. It's just easier to remember that .1 of this network is a default gateway. Just imagine you using say like a .11 or 12 on one network and the other network you're on using a .23, it's not even aligned, right? So it's just easier, it makes more sense to use .1 of every network, like reserve that or use that for your default gateway. That's what we would be doing as well today, right? So this, I am just going to make it easier and say PCA. PCA is on network A, right? And this is PCB that is on network B. You can see our IP addresses here, right? So let's jump right into configurations. So we want to configure IP on our PC. So this is for network A, 192.168.4.2. First, the one is our default gateway, right? Something mask 255.255.255.0. And then, okay, so you know what? Let's not configure this default gateway yet. I want us to test something, but let's leave the IP address. Let's bring another end device, a PC here. That will also be on PCA. So let's say this is PCA A1, right? That is on network A, PC A2, right? Now let's configure IP address on PC A2. Okay. So 192.168.4.3 subnet mask 255.5.2.5.0. It's fantastic. Now let us try to connect this. Okay, connected. Let's try to ping from PCA1 to A2. A1 to A2. Good. Okay. Ping, IP config, config. Okay. Ping into the 168.4.3. So guys, did you see that? We're able to send 4 packets from this A1 to A2, and then we received 4 packets, right? So there was nothing lost. Okay. So now you can see that it was successful. And guys, this is without default gateway, without a default gateway, right? So they were able to talk to each other, right? Because they are on the same network. You don't need a default gateway when you're on the same network, sharing the same subnet mask. Okay, so let's configure PCB on network B. I would have another PC right here as well, but I want us to test something. So PC, naming is very key, PCB1, right? Then PCB2, B2. Good. This is on network 192. Let's do that. 192.168.5.0 network, right? We're reserving the .1 for the default gateway. Subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Let's not configure the gateway yet. We need to test something. Let's configure IP address here, PCB2 192.168.5.3.255, then subnet mask 255.255.0. Fantastic. We're not going to configure the default gateway. Connecting this device now, and we are good. Let's ping first IP config. Guys, IP config. Okay, so 192.168.5.0. Okay, good. Let's ping 192.168.5.3. Right. Timed out. Okay. Reply. Nice. So, guys, 4 packets sent, 3 received, 1 lost, because I mean, it was the first time we can do it again, 192.168.5.3. So guys, this is that packet sent for packet received for nothing lost. Good. So PC B1 and B2 can talk to each other. A1 and A2 can talk to each other. Now let's ping from PC A to from PC A1 to PC B1, right? Let's get right in. Okay, so let's ping 192.168.5.2. And let's go. Okay, and out. So you can see this timed out. I honestly don't expect a response. But let's see how that goes. 4 cents, 0 received. Let's do that again, right? 192.168.5.2. Guys, it's not going to work. And the reason why it's not going to work is because we've not set the default gateways on those interfaces that can allow them leave their network, to another network, right, to communicate. So let's do that on the router's interface, and then we'll come back to assign the default gateways to the PCs, because we left it empty, right? Oh, okay. So this is okay. Okay. So we enable, we configure our terminal, and then we go into the interface. Now, I can't recall what interface we gave to network A, but let's go to the gigabit. I know it's a gigabit, right? Ethernet. 0/0/0. You know what? Let's exit and show the running configurations. Exit, show run. Okay, let's see. Interface gigabit 0/0/0/0/1. Okay, let's go. Config the terminal, right? Interface, gigabit, Ethernet, 0/0/0. Just so that we're sure that this is the link to network A. We will say no shutdown to bring that up because it's currently red, as you can see. No shutdown. Now the state has changed to up. And just so that we don't make that mistake again of trying to remember what the link is for what, we're just going to describe it. Link to network A, right? Then we'll assign the IP address, which is the default gateway. It will eventually be the default gateway, right? For that IP address 192.168.4.1. The subnet mask 255.255.255.0. 168.1. IP address 2. Let's do that again. IP address 192.168.4. 5.0. Okay, and then we exit here. We exit here, right? And let's exit again, and then show run. Okay, so you see that interface now has a description and has an IP address assigned to it. Let's do the same for the second interface. Okay, configure terminal, config T, interface, gigabit, it's 0/0/1. I'm just going to move this to the side so we see when the state comes up. Okay, right. Let's move this up a little bit. Okay, and then when we do the no shutdown, so that red can come to green, and to change state to up. We want to describe it. Description link to network B, right? And then the IP address 192.168.5.1.5.1 to 255.255.255.0. Okay, we're good. Exit, exit, go on. Okay, so we have both set up right here, right? Good. Now we've set that interface, right? But let's still see, can they talk to themselves? PCA1 and PCB1 failed. Guys, why did you fail? It's so simple. Although we've assigned the IP address to those interfaces, we have not told it on the PC, right? Or given it that address. So let's go back and then add our default gateway to, this is PCA, so 192.168.4.1, right? Okay, then let's do it for PCB, 192.168.5.1. Fantastic. Let's just run a uh, quick test right here. So from PC8, A1 to B1, to feel at first, I mean, it's the first time. Successful, guys. Can you see that here? +4. Now let's check for PC A1, right, to PC B2. It's not going to work because we are still not giving B2 access out of this network, right? So let's do that. PC B2. Now you're free to leave your network. 192.168.5.1. Okay. And then we will test right about now. Guys, that was good. That was really good. It's out now. It's free, right? And then we'll do the same for this last piece. So it can leave its network and talk to others. 192.168.4.1. We've been set free. So let's test the PCA2 to PCB1 that couldn't talk to. Guys, we're good to go. The gate is opened, right? So I am sure that you learned something today and you're going to try it out. and it stays with you. And I hope that this was smooth and fun for you as it was for me. See you in the next lab. Thank you so much for joining in and for watching, for subscribing, for liking. Thank you very much. Bye.